California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
Let's go.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
A first down throw, Darnold flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Darnold now to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game
wouldn't let me switch.
Gets this one left side to
That
pass.
was it. Come on,
12 more yards there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play
the
there.
BET one.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts
Yeah,
are
that's
going
the
to
shit right
take
there.
the first quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Oh, yeah, you got to start from the beginning.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah, that's the show right there. Gotta hold
And
that
this one
clock.
goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field
Who you
in
about
order
to
to
play,
cover
Archo?
the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football
Yeah.
into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll roll him out right. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
He's going to get it running right.
Oh, Come
And he
on.
will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Go to the fucking ball.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Hines on a toss play. There he goes inside the 30. Past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Gun!
Darnold from the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4.
Give him
It's
some
2nd
megabytes.
down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you
Give him
enter
some
the
megabytes.
danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz
Now
was coming
what?
from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
Wait a minute. I declined that? Oh. I did not mean to decline that. Fuck. Yeah.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
I did not
Dante
mean to
Pettis,
decline that
his
shit.
3rd touchdown now on the
Damn.
year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now Gold for the extra point.
Pay attention, man.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
You stand up and walk around my chair.
Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Escaping the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm trying not to give him no time to sit back there.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts add on to their lead.
What, I take the middle linebacker, then I
he is a
do some
reliable target. They
adjustments?
like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down, here's Lauletta. And he will find his man on the end round. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it?
Today
because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Okay, middle. Oh, that. Okay.
Watch him now, Barney.
Not letting him come to the house.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold.
Yeah.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was just standing there. I'm like, what the fuck?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
God, she. Okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
Fuck you, G-Money. Fuck you.
Side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Now a carry from Mack. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Mack. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Here's Lauletta. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I know. I fucked that all up.
After the run, Lauletta now going to throw.
Man, how the
That's
fuck?
going to get him. Down he goes.
So he
Daniil
get in like that on match
in there
protect?
to
For
drop
real?
him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
What'd he do? Just step to the side?
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now let's go. 3-19.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I can't catch
Another
a fucking
drive comes
break.
and goes.
I call
Still
for
nothing on the
possession,
scoreboard.
catch, and
When the
everything.
second
God
half comes,
damn.
you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Can't get the full kick.
It's fielded at the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Here we go now.
Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was
I
making sure
thought
his guy
he was
couldn't
going to
hold
go
on to the
somewhere else, and I
football.
was
So
looking
don't
for
see
somebody
anything
else to
warranted
go
a
to.
flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag
Trust
in the
him.
back pocket. And Gold is able to put it through.
Yeah.
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it
If I
up
had
to the
stayed with it,
29-yard
you're right.
line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now it's Lauletta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland.
Why am I not able to get the full fucking kick, man?
Returnable here from the 38. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Okay.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 43 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone.
I'm
3rd
ready
time
to
today.
do a fucking key.
I think he deserves
That's
a tip
how
of
I
the
fucking
cap.
feel right now.
Gold now out to kick it away.
No, I'm not, but that...
This is
I
taken
don't know what the
as
fuck
full.
going on today, man.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Nah, this motherfucker want to play after he done blew me off.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Lauletta to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Yeah, I told him last time I played it do that.
Darnold on 1st down.
How did I not get that?
Pettis, and he's got
That
it.
should have been one of
And he
mine.
works it to the
Back to
30-yard
the
line
quarterback
here, right
pitch.
at the 30. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down
I hit-
completion.
I hit triangle.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
One of them fucking. Oh. I must have kicked somebody's dog.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to dump that off to his running back,
I
Cohen.
must have
And
kicked
he'll be brought
somebody's
down
dog.
at the 21, just shy of the
This
20 in the
shit
red
weird.
zone. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Three down. Hey, watch him now, Barney.
Can't tell what type of formation he in.
They run. This is
Don't
Cohen.
fucking
And he'll be
matter.
taken down near the
They're
20
getting
at the
snotty.
21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he can't quite pick it.
Can't catch a
No
fucking
interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Raiders on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. Open man, it's Vannett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Leopard. Leopard.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Okay, you said don't let it get in the red.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Eluding the tackle. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Falls, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. First down throw, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that.
Yeah, you saw that, huh?
But I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
He tried to run the James Road play on that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Darnold from the red zone now. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back.
Come on, man.
Open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now they'll run it with Cohen.
I'm about sick of this little
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards.
I think I hate him more than Keith Marshall now.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yeah.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Or whatever.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Oh, fuck. Woo! I was supposed to play him first. Shit. Mm-hmm. Right.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Is that somebody farting?
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Walletta, he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Yeah. Atrocious.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And maybe
bottled up. Fumble.
See what I'm saying? What are the motherfucking days, man?
Just submitted. A return for a late touchdown.
Got me doing the archo.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
what league is this? That's how discombobulated I am.
How poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole
what
deal.
League is this?
And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now here's Lauletta. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after
go
catch.
to the
Tackle
Super Bowl?
almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Lauletta. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. For Lauletta, one final throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this foot.
I'm glad that shit over with.
Points allows them to